Let's talk about my epic fail this week. I started a new category on Whatnot storage units, and I threw. Welcome to Flipping and Punching. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Rod. I'm a full-time reseller, and we walk you through our daily business, what's selling on eBay, tips, show you guys what we're gonna be listing. All right, so it's Friday the 27th. And I just got done packing up our Whatnot. We did a Whatnot show on Wednesday, which was completely free. As you see all the items on the floor over there. We got tons of items. They're already done. Next thing we do is we got some orders to pull. We did run our sales have been really slow. So we did run a discount in our store. And we offered anywhere from 10 to 20% off, depending on how long the items were in the store. So anything 30 to 60 days was 10%. Anything 60 to 90 was 15%. Anything in our store over 90 days was actually 20% off. So we did get a couple sales there. We got a lot of people watching items. That's the biggest thing. You know, people don't usually buy when we do the sale, but they do watch items, and we're able to make some deals after. And we have one big major sale that's gonna save our week here, which is great. How many orders we got? We got 9 orders. Yeah, let's go pull some items. All right, so let's pull our first order. What was it? All right, so first item we sold is actually an A1. This sold, I think, on a 20% discount. I think it sold for like $14.19, something weird. Maybe 15% discount. I don't know. But it was the Montgomery Burns Simpsons toy. We paid, I think, maybe $4 or $5 for this. So very small profit, not big profit, but I'm happy to see it move. It's been sitting in our store for a while now. I thought it was going to sell a lot sooner. I had the freaking camera backwards showing up in my face, but there it is. We got $14.19 plus shipping for this thing. I used to collect these Simpsons figures back in the day. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I love it. I've been going back and watching some of the old seasons now on Disney Plus. I'm probably season 10 or 11. Been watching them in order. It's gonna take me an eternity to finish, but eventually I'll get there. All right, next time we sold DVD, the TV show 24. I think it was season 7. Yeah, season 7. We paid $1 at yard sale. We got $10.99 plus shipping. Is it right here on top? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was actually right on top because I pulled the wrong DVD the other day. Let me know, are you a fan of 24? I tried watching it and I kind of got, I don't know. A lot of people love it, but the whole 24 hours, the countdown for every episode is like 24 hours. It was okay. I watched the first season. Didn't keep my interest in watching it any longer though. All right, so next item we actually sold a GameCube game, Wario. This was a crazy pickup. We did a yard sale. And we just showed up, and they did a yard sale the day before, but they had a big box of DVDs that they were just putting out. And in there was like 10 or 11 GameCube games. And they went at $1 a piece. So we paid $1 for this. We went it listed for $99.99, and we sent an offer for $89, $89.99 plus shipping, and the buyer accepted. There we go, Wario World. We got $89.99 plus shipping, great profit. I love picking up video games for $1 that's super underpriced like that. I mean, who wouldn't? But great deal. We sold this X-Men book. Came in a giant graphic novel set. We got $3 for it. It's been sitting in our store for so long. I just discounted it out and want to get rid of it. So super slow seller. Wouldn't do that again. All right, so we did a massive buyout of a huge comic book collection, and this graphic novel was in there. It wasn't a big seller. Some of these graphic novels only sell for $5, $6. So a while back, we were listing everything up individually. Now we have a price point that we're on this stuff, so we would actually put this on a lot, but that's why I just discounted it out just to blow it out. So I don't have the pull orders today, but I'm pulling them early because I have a Whatnot I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to be in a storage unit, so I want that extra time today to go through and pull out some more items. And I need to start blowing some stuff out. So I'm going to tell you guys about Operation CSO. And you guys are probably wondering, what does CSO mean? Clear shit out. That's what it means. CSO. So if you guys hear me referring to that, that's what you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to jump into that once we finish pulling these orders here. We're going to start figuring out Operation CSO so we can clear up some space here, so we can get a nice work area. That's the next step in this process. All right, so next item we sold is over here in A7. Is actually a slot card. This is from our big slot card purchase we made about a year ago. We have already made back our money plus a ton of profit, so anything we sell is pure profit. I had this listed, I think, for $79.99, and we sold it sent out a best offer for $59.99, and buyer accepted. So it is this right here. We got this Fly T70 MK 3B 1969 slot car. So super cool, super nice. Slot cars are fun. Have you guys ever been to like a slot car track before? When I was growing up, there was at a local flea market, they had this like professional slot car track. And we used to go there, and my parents allowed us to race cars every once in a while, but it's a lot of fun. So I couldn't imagine having a really nice track at the house to do that and get some of these like high-end cars. It would be a good time. The only thing that sucks is it would just take up a lot of space. All right, next item we sold some Pokemon, like McDonald's or Burger King figures. Yeah, a lot of 10. We had it listed for $19.99. It was on our 20% discount that we just ran. So someone bought it for $15.99 plus shipping. Ponies. I think it's in there. 84, right? Did I pull in the wrong container? Oh, Y4. Not A4, Y4. Here's a lot of them. I think this is the proper lot. We actually had 2 of them. Crap. Double check, make sure it's the right lot. Here's a lot. I paid $20 for a big lot of these, plus some other action figures, stuff like that. I paid $20 for a big lot, which included like 30 or 40 of these, and then some other action figures, Jurassic Park, Marvel. So not gonna be a huge money maker. Well, probably a nice double up and stuff like that, but got $16 plus shipping. Next time we have a sale, it's gonna be profit. Pay for the items plus profit. So happy to just see it go. Trying to clear some stuff out. All right, so we had a major sale. Was it yesterday? And I want to get this thing shipped out now. I don't want to wait and then get it shipped out before the weekend because this is a big sale. I sold a George W. Bush first edition from his presidential collection, and it was, I think, limited to like 2,500, but it's autographed by George W. Bush, our former president. Yeah. So here's the book, A Charge to Keep, George W. Bush. It's a signed first edition. It even says it on the spine. Very special book. This came from this big designer and Disney lot I ended up picking up. I paid $200 for this. Had it listed for $700 on eBay. Someone sent me an offer for $400. I said I couldn't go low. I had it on a 20% off discount, or maybe 15%. I was like, it was 20. Yeah, I think it was 20% discount, and it was down to $550 or something like that. We ended up selling at $500. So great. I'm super pumped about that. So great return on this bad boy, and we got $500 plus shipping. All right, so while I'm in here, I actually want to show you guys. So I told you guys I've made this big, you guys just saw the video, and I did that big, massive Disney pin buy. I found some really cool pins. I just started going through a couple of the things. So these ones, Animal Kingdom, they're actually a map of the park. You actually put them together, and they actually make a map of the actual park. And then this one is, what is this one? A map of, this is the map of Magic Kingdom. Maybe this one's, this is Animal Kingdom. And then this was a map of Epcot. And then for all my video game fans out here, check this out. 2000 Walt Disney Innovations Sega Dreamcast pin. So I think I can get probably $30 to $40 for this. The ones listed on eBay are like $70, but so these are on my list right now to list next. So I'm going to list this one on eBay. These pin maps, the sets of these can sell anywhere from like $100 to like $150. So we got 3 of those. So I'm gonna list those up. Yeah, I'm gonna list those up. I'm trying to get some. My goal right now going forward, since my family, my dad has left. He's been gone. He was here for 2 weeks. My mom just came down to visit. She was here for like 5 days. So I pretty much had family visiting for the last 3 of the last 4 weeks. And then I traveled to Cincinnati for the resale rally. I got a little burned out there, I'm not going to lie. I was burned the candle at both ends. Now I'm refreshed, and now I'm about to hit the ground running. And we're going to start listing a ton of stuff on eBay. We're going to start listing a ton of stuff on Whatnot. And we're going to, put a big dent in this garage so I can have a workspace. That's the ultimate goal. And I also want to clear out my office upstairs. As you see, this office downstairs is starting to get cleared out as well. but just when you start making major buys, you have no idea how fast that can add up. And I need faster ways to list and faster ways to sell these items. If I have to sell them at a discount, I don't care. I'm going to do it. So let's package these items up, and then we'll start on the CSO project. Today is Monday the 30th, and we're going to pull some orders today. We got to talk about our horrible whatnot that we did over the weekend, and tell you about a big change that we're going to be doing. We're going to start a listing challenge for our eBay business to get it back in line. So let's jump into this. All right, so we got 9 orders to pull today, a total of $681, which is actually really bad. But part of the reason for this recently is the fact that I've been really doubling down on whatnot. So it's been taking no time away from our eBay business, and it's been hurting listing. It's been hurting that. So I got a plan put in place for November. We're going to start a listing challenge going forward for the month of November. And I would love for you guys to join in with us and be part of it as well. It would be really cool to see your kind of feedback, see if it helps you. That's really going to help our business. But I've done these in the past and I made a big change. Let's pull a couple orders here and then we'll go from there. First item we sold was actually something I listed last night. We had this new Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Wii. It didn't have a manual in it, but Mario Brothers games always sell really well. So if you guys do find them, pick them up and get them super cheap. With this I think for $22.99. It didn't have a manual, and we ended up getting full price plus shipping. So quick flip, less than 12 hours. Love to see these. Next item we sold is actually to a viewer. Dave, thank you so much for all your purchases. This is Dave from Connecticut, not ADH Dave, but you actually purchased 3 items for us today, so let's pull those. The first one is a Johnny Lightning Venom action figure. This came in a massive Venom lot. I actually bought off eBay for like 80 or 90 bucks. I've already made my money back, so it's pure profit, but it's been sitting in the store forever. We discount it. I think we had like $5.99 plus shipping. This is the item right here. It has one of my favorite comic book covers of all time, which is the Spider-Man 316. Comes with this really cool Venom and Spider-Man truck. This is actually a pretty cool car. Box a little beat up, but super cool. All right, so next item we sold, we actually sold some Seinfeld DVDs. I paid $1 for these. They were brand new. I picked them up at a local flea market here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what do we sell these for? We ended up getting $15.99 plus shipping. They were on a 20% discount. We had them listed for 20. So not big profits, but I mean, I love selling media. I don't know why. I'm a big movie guy, and when I can sell these, you can pick them up super cheap, and they're easy to store, easy to ship. So they're always one of my favorites. They're slower sellers though, but keep an eye out for media. You guys make a lot of money off media, and a lot of people pass it up. All right, so a little out of breath here. I literally had to move a ton of stuff to get to my one tote that's buried in the back. We did sell this slot car. We sold another slot car. This was on that 20% off discount we were running. And I think we got 63 bucks plus shipping for this. So once again, slot cars are good pickups when you guys can find them. So I love selling these. They're super easy to ship, and especially they're pretty much new in box, which is great. All right, so I was able to grab the last 2 items from Dave from Connecticut. His order here. Dave, thank you so much for all the support that you show me by watching the videos and also by purchasing the items from the store. I really do appreciate it. I don't expect anyone to purchase any items from our store, but I do appreciate when you guys do, so thank you. He got The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, little Bendham. This is from the late 90s. I think he paid like $2.99 plus shipping for that. That came in a massive lot. I probably have 10 cents on it. And this I paid for $1. This is the John Deere hat. I think this sold for $12.99 plus shipping. So John Deere hats used to sell really well for me. I think the market kind of got really flooded on them. You should see the truck that just drove by. There's a van that's like covered in paint. Of course they were painters, but I wish I would have turned the video camera over there as I showed you guys. But anyway, John Deere hats used to sell really well for me back in the day, and they really slowed down. So I don't know if the market got flooded with them, or people just aren't, there's other options, but it may still sell. I just try to be a little bit more careful when I pick them up. But that is a vintage one, so we got $12.99 plus shipping. I'm happy with that. All right, so let's jump into this, what I plan on doing for this challenge. So because I've been really focused on whatnot, kind of putting all my eggs in that basket lately because I'm trying to move merchandise and things have been selling fast for me. I really neglected my eBay and it's been great. Don't get me wrong. Like I made probably 5 or 6 grand off Whatnot in the past, month or two. So that's great to have that option, but also too, I don't want to neglect my eBay store. And I really feel like I have been doing that. Sometimes it becomes too much for one person and I wasn't able to balance my family life, having family visit me, which took time away from the business, editing my videos, filming my videos, running this, co-hosting the podcast with Nurse Flipper, and also listing items, shipping items, and eBay and whatnot. It was just too much to handle at that point in time. Now that my family's gone, they're not visiting here. I mean, my dad's probably gonna come down at the end of the year again, which is great. I love when he's here. We have a good time. But now I can really double down and focus on the business. So what I'm going to start doing is you're actually going to start seeing these videos come out maybe 2 to 3 times a week because I can quick knock out these. I want to get more real time. So when I do film it, right now I think my editing, I'm about a week or 2 behind. So when I do drop these, I want to be dropped the same week or maybe the day of or the day before that I film them. So I'm in real time with things. But so what I'm going to do here is a listing challenge for the month of November. And hopefully some of you guys can jump in here. I'm sure you guys probably won't see us maybe the first week of November, but you guys will still jump on board with me. That's going to be the last push for the fourth quarter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a dry erase board. I'm going to have every single day on a calendar up there. And my ultimate goal is for the next 30 days, I want to list $500 per day. Now, so I'm going to make a minimum of 10 items per day. And my ultimate goal is $500 minimum per day to list. Now, some days I'm not going to list $500 worth of stuff. I know that life gets in the way. November is my wife's birthday, so there will be a weekend that I'll be spending with her. We're probably going to be doing Epcot Food and Wine Festival, and so I won't be able to list those days. So, I need to take those factors in consideration. So maybe that week I need to list $650 per day instead of $500. But the ultimate goal is put a minimum of $15,000 of new items into our eBay store. I would like that number to be more 20 to 25,000. Seems like a lot going on, especially trying to run whatnots on top of it. So I'm going to see how I can try to balance this out. I know when I do run these whatnots, the one thing they don't explain to you is so much shipping. So the shipping is definitely going to take away from listing stuff. But the main purpose for me doing this series is for me to try to bulk up some items and increase my average sales price. If I'm listing 10 items per day, I should have an average sales price of $50 or more. Now, I know it's not the case. I'm going to list some items going to be a couple $100. I'm going to list some items going to be $15. But the ultimate goal is to move away from listing items that are, maybe 15 or $20 and under. Unless it's like video games or something I know is a fast seller and they don't take up a lot of space. So there are going to be some exceptions to the rule. Also, action figures. I enjoy selling that stuff. So that I'm not going to take away because part of me being a reseller and doing my own business is I can run any way I want, which is great. Yeah, I'll show you the board here in a minute and kind of walk you through my thought process on this. But this is going to change my business, my past 90-day total. So just kind of get an understanding. It's been really bad, man. It's probably been like 20 grand for the last 90 days selling on eBay. And that number needs to be up, especially, with my business. I do get paid for YouTube, but it's not much, so like I am a reseller first and foremost, but I know there are some people out there that are YouTubers first and foremost. eBay is my bread and butter. So I need to not neglect it, especially in the fourth quarter. So you guys will see a lot of items being listed. And then the way for me to kind of put the check and balance here is I'm going to show you guys too, what I plan on listing, what I'm getting up, my thought process and things. So you guys can maybe add some input and try to, or if you guys are struggling too, we can actually build this together. That's the ultimate goal. So, all right. So you see this giant tote here. This is from a massive yard sale pickup. Also too, there's some in here from our private pick. I actually just had all these laying out, but I had to move stuff. So I just laid them back on top. There's no damage to the box. So don't worry about that. But so my thought process in these is I'm going to go through them and scan them. Okay. These are all Marvel. I'll put these all aside. A lot of what if, a lot of other Marvel stuff. And the ultimate goal here is to scan them. If they're 10 to 15 bucks or higher, I'll list them on eBay. If they're going less than that, then what I'm going to do is put them in giant lots. So it could be a lot of 10, could be a lot of 20. I don't know yet. And we're just going to list a giant lot. It's going to help increase my average sales price, but also start moving some items so we can start clearing up some space. All right, so let's talk about my second challenge. I'm challenging myself here is, so I put a time frame by the end of the year. So I have 2 months to do it. It's the CSO challenge, which means clear shit out. All right. And you guys have seen this. I've been showing you guys this. I have this giant pile of stuff right here, which this doesn't look as bad as it, and I know it looks really bad on video, but it's actually not that bad. It's just some empty boxes, stuff that's not organized. This would actually clean up probably pretty fast. And then I have these totes over here. This is some Disney stuff there. They're just unorganized. It's really what it is. And then I have this pile of a death pile right there. Now, you're probably wondering, how the hell did it get this bad? I had no storage unit to clear out. I didn't know where to put it, so I put it here because I was going to start, you know, blowing through it. And then unfortunately, well, actually, fortunately, I ended up coming up with a bunch of other great finds. And, you know, in this picking industry, when a good find comes, or you get a call for good items, you got to go. You got to jump on those, because those are going to be few and far between. And sometimes those can be $1,000 deals that you're getting for cents on the dollar. You got to jump on them when you can, because you don't know when they're going to come around. So I've had a couple of those in the past. I've had a bunch of those in the past couple months, and it's just starting to pile up. Also, I cleared out an office in my house, so I had a bunch of stuff in there just being stored. So that also added to this. Ultimate goal here is to really start with this first, and then work our way. And then from here, we're going to be able to just start chipping this away. So, like for example, like this is just Funko Pops and stuff. I'm gonna put these in giant lots. I know that's it. This right here, this box right here, this is like LO dolls and Jurassic Park. So those are gonna go big lots. And then, like down here, this is just like slot car stuff, which is going to be easy to blow out. It's just random crap piled on top of each other. As you know, it can really get caught up real fast. So you guys got to be on top of your stuff. You know, one disadvantage I do have with what I do is because I am a content creator on YouTube. You know, sometimes I have to go sourcing when I don't need to go sourcing because I need footage or I don't have footage. Where I live in Florida right now is what we call community sale time. It's the fall, so a lot of communities do garage sales because it's so damn hot in the summer. And so I'm hoping that I can hit up a couple of these community sales and get maybe like, you know, 3-4 hours of footage that I can make multiple videos from. And that way I can take off, you know, 1 week of sourcing and to really focus on getting this down. I'm going to be taking off 1 weekend this month because it's my wife's birthday. So, you know, that is good. But I'm not going to be using that time to work in the business, but I'll be spending some quality time with the wife. So it does work out. But all right, can I just show you guys that I am starting to work on this stuff and get my listings up. Got a couple video games here I'm going to be listing. I've already take pictures of those. I'm trying to list about, you know, 4 or 5 video games a day because I do have a big stock of them right now that I want to get up. I got this cool thing right here. This is a Tinkerbell glow-in-the-dark wings. These go for like 50 or 60 bucks. I paid 50 cents for those. I got this tapestry, giant like, it was purchased in Spain. So it's a vintage tapestry. I'm gonna get that up there. I got this bluey car I'm gonna put up. I got this big bag underneath mine where I was getting some stuff together, but there's cameras in here, a bunch of Transformer cars. These are the rescue cars for kids. So I'm actually gonna put those in a giant lot. I got these vintage, picked these up at a yard sale recently for $5. These are the old wooden vintage Polo Ralph Lauren. I paid $5 for both bags, so I'm definitely not gonna lose money. People don't know that you can actually sell old hangers and designer hangers for good money. I've actually been selling lots of Louis Vuitton and Chanel hangers for $100. So keep an eye out for them. They do bring good money. Let's talk about my epic fail this week. I started a new category on Whatnot storage units, and I threw a bunch of stuff. Now, a bunch of stuff I had in the garage, just try to clear some space. I'm not saying it was all quality items. I know that, so that's on me. I didn't really prepare for it either. So unfortunately, I listed 50 items up. I was gonna do a raid to Death Pile Picker, and we did that. I mean, we had a good crowd in there, like 30 people or so, 30, 40 people in there. I mean, all these items like Five Nights at Freddy, we had hats, we had, you know, massagers selling for $3 brand new, like vintage items, like Star Wars watches selling for $3 total. Brand new Star Wars toaster selling for Look at this toaster. Like, this thing sold for like $5 or $7. Elton John concert bag for the VIP. Like, that thing sold for like $5. Like, just not good. It's good for I'm very happy for the viewers, very happy for people that bought stuff from there. But we sold like 40 items for like $211. So not very well. We did lose some money. Like, we sold like 10 lots of PS3 games and PS2 games for like $2 or $4. Like, you know, unfortunately, I was hoping to at least get $1 or $2 per game, and we got $2 for a lot of 10 of them. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not complaining. You know, viewers got good deals. They're going to keep coming back and buying more. You know, we're going to continue to grow that Whatnot community. But you guys have to take in consideration, if you guys want to start selling on Whatnot, what people don't tell you is, you know, you will lose money times, and there will be times that, you know, especially when you're starting out or trying new things, it's not always going to work. Also, too, the amount of time and effort sometimes that you put into shipping, sometimes it's really not worth it. I got to ship all this stuff out today, and it's going to take me an hour or two, and definitely not worth my time. But I look at it as a giant whole, not as just an individual show. You know, I'm in it for, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And, but I'll leave you guys off here. Let me know in the comments down. Oh, I didn't show you actually, I didn't make my board yet. So I'm going to make it because this is the 30th. Next video, I'll show you guys the board I'm going to do. It's going to have all the dates for the month of November on it, which is like a calendar board. And that way I can write how much I listed and how many items I listed today and how much dollar amounts with the items worth that I listed. That way my ultimate goal is to get $3,500 up per week, which would be $15,000 a month at minimum. But I'm shooting for $20,000 to $25,000. So we'll see. I don't know. We are so close to hitting our short-term goal of hitting 1,000 subs on here. So if I show you guys any type of value, please do me a favor. Just hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It really does. Next time, guys, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.